Welcome to the CanadaGuns Talk Show, episode 89. Babies and Guns 101. I am your host, Grover. And this will be the last broadcast from Hangouts because Google hates us. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hey, what up?
That's Crazy, Hunting Gear Guy, Elixir, Garrett, the whole gang. Sorry we haven't been back. I had a kid, so, priorities. And work and, basically doing anything else other than this. How about you guys? What have you guys been up to? Give us a quick, brief 4 or 5 week catch up on it, starting with Elixir. Have you done anything at all gun related?
I got a letter in the mail from the RCMP telling me to renew my PAL.
Oh,
They told you to renew your PAL?
Yeah,
Let me see.
I'll tell you a story after this one. Go tell. Don't actually show that to us.
You can now renew your license on the internet.
Oh,
Just do
they didn't
that.
say
It's
like
way
you were
easier.
like overdue.
Took me
Well,
2 weeks.
you should be.
No, it's
Are
not
you
overdue
due?
yet.
Are you due?
No, it's not due till September.
You should
I'll
probably
do
do
it
it
now.
now.
Do it now.
Yeah.
There's
Right now.
massive delays in printing shit. Like
I read in the newbies thread that they say now on the phone that they fixed the printer issue, but they're just doing catch up now.
It's government.
I don't believe
they
them.
can't be trusted to do anything
No.
effectively.
Nope, I don't believe them.
I renewed my license 6 months before it expired.
Probably good. What, have you done anything gun related, Crazy?
Oh fuck! I've done a shitload that was gun related. Holy crap! So
Wow.
I haven't been here since like the beginning of July because I was on a work trip to Las
We haven't
Vegas.
broadcast this in mid-June, so it doesn't matter.
Well, sorry. Yeah, mid-June. Yeah, you're right. It was June that was in Vegas because you texted me and I was, yeah. So anyway, since the last time that thing happened, I qualified with IDPA. I qualified into the marksman category in IDPA with my semi-auto pistols, which apparently doesn't happen for most people when they try and qualify the first time. I don't know.
What does that mean? Qualifying as
So
marksman for IDPA.
There's 5 main levels: novice, marksman, sharpshooter, expert, and master. So marksman is the second lowest category, but it's still
Or the 4th highest.
or the 4th highest. Still, it doesn't seem like I'm actually doing too bad because I've been to 2 matches since then. The first one I fucked up due to my own arrogance and trying to shoot faster than I was properly aiming and had shitloads of misses that fucked my time over. The second one I did much better, coming in like 6th overall out of 16 people.
Pretty
Doing
decent for your
doing
second
okay.
match.
Doing better than some people who are ranked sharpshooter, so rank above me. The 2 people who got like the highest scores were like fucking. I had like a raw time of 105, a net time of 105, and they had a net time of like 60 something. So it was like not even comparable. But I think I was the fastest marksman there. Everyone else who scored higher than me was sharpshooter or expert. Yeah, when I was in Vegas for work, which I fucking hate Las Vegas, I never want to go back there. But when I was there, I went to Machine Gun Vegas and shot some full autos. So I finally got to shoot a full auto AK, which I've been wanting to do forever. But they're fucking expensive as fuck. Everything in Vegas is so fucking expensive. Jesus fucking dildos. But yeah, so I shot an
US
AK.
dollar.
Yeah, well, even disregarding the US dollar, it was like fucking $40 for 25 rounds out of a fucking AK. Shit's ridiculous. Michigan is
Yeah, I
way
know.
fucking cheaper.
Gun ranges in Vegas are just
Yeah,
tourist traps.
But
So
I got to shoot an AK. I got to shoot an HK-33. I got to shoot an Uzi, an
is
MPX.
the 33 the 5.56 one?
Which? The
The
HK, yeah, the
HK-33?
5.56, yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
what
I
I
also got to shoot a 9mm full auto AR. Of all of them, the Uzi was the most controllable. It kicks pretty much just straight up and to the right. So once you learn that, you just pull down and to the left, and it just stays right on target. It was great. It was so easy to shoot, so smooth.
What was this? Would you say the cyclic rate was high or low?
I wasn't really paying much attention to the cyclic rate, but it was pretty fun. It was fast
'Cause
enough
that's
that I
the-
barely noticed.
That's the thing with machine guns. Like, it's either pissing fast and the recoil is manageable, or slow and it is controllable. It's the middle ones. That's what the Ian from Forgotten Weapons is always bitching about. Is like, yeah, this one's on the sweet spot, or this one is on the low sweet spot.
Yeah, I mean, the Uzi is fairly well regarded as one of the most controllable submachine guns that you can purchase, and it was very much so. The Colt 9mm was much the 9mm AR was much funner, but it jumped like up and down all over the fucking place.
Interesting.
So yeah, I did that, and then Canada Day long weekend, I bought Ruger PC carbine. And I had them put the Glock mag adapter in at the factory or at the store because who the fuck's going to use the Ruger adapter for this thing? So this was kind of funny because I was visiting a buddy of mine down in London.
Ontario.
Yeah, London, Ontario, not England. They can't sell this there. But I kind of was debating buying this, and then we went to Bullseye down there, and they had one, and they were willing to price match Tinda. And so I had to do a fun phone call to my buddy's wife to ask if I can keep a gun in their basement overnight. And then immediately, as we got back to his house, he booked a firearms license course for like later this month. Or
nice.
So that was pretty cool. But yeah, with this, I like this because for one, this was $789 and it's not Keltec. So it's the cheapest thing that's not Keltec or High Point that you can get in a PCC. It's threaded on the end of the barrel because I know some people were concerned about that, whether the Canadian editions would be threaded. It's a takedown, just like the 1022 takedown. You just pull the little tab thing there. The magazine thing is literally just a drop-in, and when you take the stock out, the stock off and all that, it literally just comes out and drops in. It's a joke. The charging handle is ambidextrous, so you can put it on either side. The magazine release as well on either side. I put the charging handle on this side because the idea for competition is it's near the mag release, so I throw once the mag's in back to charge it.
Sorry,
I
move.
have to hold it by the mag well. I don't know, like it's meant to be held up here, but I find it's easier for me to hold it by the mag well, and then it's also much more convenient for me to get the mag out. And because my hand's right there, I usually just throw the mag on the floor.
Do they drop free anyways?
They will
drop free
anyways. But since my hand's right there, I just throw the fucking thing because I'm already moving in a downward motion to get the next mag. So flung.
Yeah. Hey, Crazy. If you start shooting matches with that, you might want to put your arm a little bit further. And the reason is to help with transitions. It's just faster. You can drive the gun faster if you have your left hand out further.
Yeah, I have seen that, but because I'm a weak fucking shrimpy pussy boy, my hand gets really fucking tired being up here like that. And because the barrel's exposed on the top, I can't really like grip it some fucking weird ass way or else my hand will roast. So you've got to do this.
Yeah.
I just find it much more comfortable to do this and push it back into my shoulder.
Put an oven mitt on, bro.
Yeah. So with this, eventually, I mean, since I did get this to try and compete in PCC and IDPA, which I scored novice on that one. I did the classifier because it's a different one, which no big surprise. I literally had shot this gun twice before taking the classifier, and it's my first PCC.
Hey, you did in DQ.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to. But yeah, I also don't usually tend to shoot rifle standing when I've been shooting before. Like my AR, I've pretty much only ever had it benched. So I didn't expect to get higher than novice. I am realistically a novice with these. But yeah, I already know that if you're going to shoot competition with this thing, pretty much every rule set will allow you to put on a muzzle brake and a red dot. And if you're not doing that, then you are fucking yourself. Because everyone else will have a brake and a red dot on their gun, and they will shoot better than you because they will have less recoil, and it'll be easier for them to aim at their target much faster. So eventually I will buy a brake and a red dot, and I was already thinking of getting the Spectre Ballistics brake because he started making them in 9mm, apparently just because of this. Probably the FX9 as well, but because of this. And the red
Is it
dot,
easy to get brakes for those ones? Sorry to interrupt.
yeah, it's a standard, I think, half by 28 thread pattern.
No, I don't think it's. Is it 28?
I think it's half by 28.
I swear the 9mm things on True North Arms are a different thread pitch.
Because I'm pretty sure it was half by 28 when I checked on the SBI hex brake, and when I checked Ruger's thing, it was half by 28 as well.
Okay, well, if Ruger's thing is half by 28, Ruger's thing is half by 28.
I guess. But yeah, and then for the red, that's that's loose, and I should probably tighten that later. The good thing is that it comes with hex with hex keys for everything except the magazine release screw, and all the screws on this will come loose except for these ones holding the stock in. But this one especially will come loose, so Loctite this. And that's the thing for you, Adriel, as well. Loctite this
But
one.
you gotta disassemble the thing anyways. Well, I guess not the front one.
The front one, no, you don't need
Yeah.
to, but you just Loctite that because it'll start rattling like fuck, like 100, 150 rounds, and this rattles.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just much easier that way.
Some lock washers under those bitches.
But yeah, the sights are just loosen and then drift with your hand. They're decent enough ghost rings. The good thing is they're designed specifically to line up in such a way that the two leafs on the front sight line up with the walls of the ghost ring on the back.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's how you know you've got the thing properly angled in it there, is when the leafs match up with the walls. So that makes it really easy when you're shooting to figure out if your sight picture's right. But again, this on this side, they sell extended charging handles and shit online. I'm debating if I want to buy a charging handle and try having one on each side and just see which one works
You
better.
don't need it.
But
And in competition, you're gonna jam your gun in through ports and that kind of thing. And if you like extra like big charging handles, just catch on that shit.
Yeah. For red dot, I was thinking of getting something more like a reflex style, more open.
Dude, I would say
on the sides.
TRS-25. Why bother?
I mean, I don't know. I
Throw a
was,
fucking Trigicon on there.
like my dad.
Actually, yeah, we're fucking wrong. You need a $4,000 optic on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a $4,000 optic on my $700 gun.
Elcan.
Elcan. Yeah, you need an Elcan. Elcan. Go get
Yeah,
one.
obviously it comes with a Glock Meg adapter. Why the fuck wouldn't you? I hope
Because
one
you
day
know
it comes.
there are some weird people out there that own SR9s.
Okay, here's the fun thing though. This comes with an SR9 compact magazine. They don't sell the SR9 compact in Canada because it's a compact. So I think they did that because they're lazy, and rather than
10
ship,
round.
yeah, it's
They actually
factory
sell them
round.
like that. If you look on the Ruger website, they have the little stubby 10 rounders or the 17s.
Yeah, but what I figured is they probably factory manufacture that to 10. So rather than pin a 10 rounder or pin a 17 rounder,
Oh yeah, why?
just like,
I mean,
fuck
they
it,
probably
you
have a
make
bin
a
on the
10
fucking
round, here
thing.
you go.
Why bother?
yeah, but I just found it funny that it comes with a magazine for a pistol that's not in this country, and it will not fit in the standard SR9. It comes with some spacers, so if you're got really long arms, it's got another inch worth of
That
spacers.
is such a good deal. You're right. It's
Yeah.
700 some odd bucks, and it's not a fucking Kel-Tec.
Honestly, that's the thing with this. It's one of the cheapest, and when the only thing for if someone's left-handed is the safeties. Kind of, it's a cross bolt, so.
No, whatever. Nobody ever uses the
This-
safety.
The only thing with that is in a competition like IDPA at least says you have to start with safety on. So guess where your finger nicely rests while you're in low ready position, right on the safety. Makes it really easy when you're going and bringing the gun up. So you go and hear that beep, and your safety's already off from your finger there. If you don't have this in, just like a 1022, it's got the fucking little thing here to hold the bolt open. This is basically just a 1022 and 9mm.
But is it the stupid 1022 where you also have to depress it to release the bolt, or is it
No,
just the straight back
No,
charging
it's got
handle?
auto. It's like having an auto bolt mold.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, it's the auto bolt one then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. I shot the crap out of this thing already. Like I've had this gun for a month and I've shot 1,000 rounds through it already, just about. Because I brought it out and like fucking in like the first 3 range trips, I shot 600 or 700 rounds out of this thing just getting used to it and doing mag change drills. Like the main thing I was doing after I got this sighted in was mags on my pouch there and just 2 rounds per mag change drills. Just because that's what takes time. You got to find the things that take time and practice that to be fast at them. So I'm just like, mag changes take time. Practice mag changes. And it's just a bitch to do them at home, chasing around snap caps. So it was just like fucking range, shoot hundreds of rounds in 2-round intervals, changing mags. And yeah.
So I'm guessing, are you using the same holsters, the same mag pouches?
The same holster, as the pistol. The ones I bought were technically Glock 17 mag pouches anyways, and I just tightened the fuck out of them to fit my SIG and my CZ. When you put the Glock mags in, it starts loosening them again. It doesn't really matter if I were to really have to care. If I really like IDPA doesn't seem to involve a lot of diving, or at least not the places that I've been at. I know IPSC, there can be more like dynamic diving, crawling, whatever. I think IDPA can have that, but it's not as prevalent.
IDPA is more like an old man in a fishing vest kind of a sport.
Literally.
And don't forget what the fuck was it called? Weaver stands and squatting.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just one of my.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, aren't you, Adriel?
Yeah.
I still intend on getting my black badge at some point. It's just being the cost of it, and IDPA was cheaper to get into, and one of my clubs started doing it.
If it's at your local club, like shoot, it's at your local club, because like any competition shooting is competition shooting, and even if it's local and it's convenient, you got to do it, right?
Yeah.
If there was IPSC at my club, I'd be shooting IPSC.
Oh, there's IPSC at every club in Ontario, like almost every club. Silverdale, I found out, is finally supposedly going to be reopening their competition ranges, because they had like 4 ranges that are called the competition ranges that have been closed as long as I've been a member there.
Well, weren't those the ones that got closed because the CFO threw a stick in the mud and said no?
He shut down the entire gun range because someone apparently shot a grain silo. Yeah, and that's why there's baffles everywhere there now. It's really annoying. But apparently, they built a 300-yard range down at the far end of the competition ranges that apparently went into protected wetland, according to the ministry. And so they've been in a land dispute for the last like 3 years about this 300-yard range. And so the CFO had them close like all the competition ranges, like that were all next to that as well. So
a bunch of party poopers.
Supposedly they are all opening this September, is what I was told when I finally asked an RSO about it. So hopefully Silverdale will start getting some actual like competition stuff there, because like they've
in time for winter.
They've hosted the IPSC provincials apparently at least once. So like I was just like I was asking the RSO, like, why is there no IPSC, IEPA, PPC, whatever the fuck here? And he's like, yeah, the competition ranges are opening in September. So hopefully Silverdale will get some actual, shooting sport things going in there. That's pretty much it for me. Shot machine guns, bought a PCC, shot a lot of it. And now I'm apparently doing IDPA.
Sweet.
Nice. Thanks for the update. Hey, Garrett, have you done anything gun related?
Yeah, bud.
Well, you actually have, yeah.
Yeah. Got ordered a set of Wolf trigger springs because I was tired of every time I'd want to go pull the pin on that trigger that you got for your WK, it kept going out of stock the second I would get to a computer to do it. So I just got a set of the Wolf Spring performance pack for this. So now, much better. There's, with that trigger screen screw in the bottom there to take the creep out, now there's like...
Ooh.
It's probably somewhere in between 4.5 pounds and 5 pounds now.
Nice.
So
is that the one where they said if you don't have the screw in, it's like 10 pounds?
It was probably with this thing. Mine was probably somewhere in the range of 8. It was just as bad as
the stock WK trigger is notoriously shit.
Oh yeah, it was as bad as my NP22 in double action. Like it was awful. So for the about $30 total that I spent on doing that with that trigger screw and those the Wolf springs are awesome, but they have a $25 minimum order before shipping to Canada. So I ordered 2 sets and did my AR at the same time. The trigger that came in the Norinco AR though is a whole bunch better than what's in the WK, because it's probably lower on the low side of 4. It's just it's funny that the Norinco has a better
the geometry of the WK lower receiver is a little bit different. It's got longer pins, so you can't even use standard AR pins on there. So I'm sure that fucks with it somehow. I don't know how, but it does.
I remember when I had my Chinese AR and I was replacing it with my the one that I built. I got a True North Arms like Chinese lower parts kit. The trigger it had, I swear to fuck, it was 3 stages and like 12 pounds. It was disgusting. And I'm like, my Norinco has a better trigger than this. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, I'm honestly surprised at how good after trying some other ones now, how good the trigger was in that thing to begin with. And then the other thing I've been doing is going elk hunting next month. So I decided to get my
Ooh.
Grandpa's Savage 99 all ready and sighted in and good to go with 180 ground rounds. So
What's it chambered in?
300 Savage.
Of course.
Yeah. So
How do you load these? Because I know they're lever action. I don't know where the hell the magazine is.
this one has a rotary mag right here because
Oh,
this one's a 1954.
Nice.
So it still has the rotary mag in it. So you just feed them in there. And then on the back side here, right here where my finger is, it's got a number to tell you how many rounds you have in.
Oh, that's slick. That's actually slick.
That's how many more
Yeah.
elk you can kill before you have to reload.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you've seen the field where we're hunting, the guy has an alfalfa field behind his house, and there is 2 different herds of about 60 that come running through, and we can literally just shoot them off this guy's deck. And he said as long as he gets meat, he's totally in for whatever we got to do. So
nice.
sounds
So
like
when can I come visit? Oh wait, I can't. I'm busy.
You're on Manitoba, right? You're going to be hunting fugitives too?
Yeah, well, if they come around, we'll show them a good time.
We ain't
You
calling the
wish.
cops on you,
You wish.
boys.
Yeah,
Job's done.
yeah, yeah. And then just went out because I've been seeing that they're doing black badge
Go.
training in Brandon next year. So, well, they did it this year. I just didn't see it
Go.
because I didn't get my range
Go.
newsletter
Go,
until.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to. So I've been practicing with this. I just ordered another 1,000 rounds for it, and I put now about
That's the
800.
Chinesian version of the P226, right?
Yeah, and it's got that Wolf Spring kit in it, so it's a lot better. And double action, it doesn't hurt your finger anymore.
Do you have
Does
enough
that-
mags for it?
Has a pile of creep.
How many mags do you have for it?
I have 6.
Do you have holster and mag pouches and belt
Yep.
and all that go fast stuff? Ah, cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But look at how much creep is in this trigger.
Yeah.
Who
Does
cares?
that
Let's
thing,
speak up. It's
I
fine.
know. I'm going to use it. I
Yeah.
don't care.
do
It's fine.
does that thing support the short reset trigger kit from SIG?
It does.
Yeah.
But I'm unwilling to spend the money when
No,
I could
spend the
use
money.
that money.
No,
No,
don't
spend
spend the
I'll just buy
money.
a better gun.
Spend it.
Yes.
No,
Put that money towards
crazy,
the gun.
crazy. How much is your P226?
My P26 was $1,000.
How much was your P226? Garrett.
This was $289 shipped.
That's why he's not spending any more money on it.
Yeah, the
just
$35
shoot
on
it and-
springs for it. Yeah, it shoots fine. It's great. Once you're shooting, I don't seem to have a problem with it. So it's just more seat time. And then I've just been shooting this a lot too because it's cheaper and doesn't hurt as much. The old pocketbook, but
I remember trying the 22 kit. I know the 22 kit does not work on those Chinese SIGs.
they say it doesn't. But I haven't seen why. I've been
I
tempted
tried
to
it.
buy one.
The frame is designed differently on the 22 ones. There's like I don't remember. There's like a round part on the Chinese ones where the SIG is flat, and so the upper kit actually goes and hits a certain point and then just stops.
So I couldn't just file it off and make it work.
You'd have to file it off probably on your frame. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to bother with it. Like especially since the upper kit's $500.
Oh, yeah, fuck
Like-
that noise.
Yeah, but I
well,
just
then
I would
definitely
just
wouldn't be buying it then.
because I took my upper kit and I went to Tenda to try it one day and just noticed that it hits a point and then just like it whacks it and just stops. Like
And then bought badges, Wolverine Day.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Hoping I'm gonna win that full auto shooting thing.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean the guns or whatever because they're fine. I would take any one of them, but full auto shooting, well, that's kind of a once in a lifetime deal there. What they're offering with that prize pack there, so yeah. Other than that, nope. New bench put up.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's like my next project after I finish fucking around with my garage roof.
yeah.
I gotta build a bench.
That was on sale for $79.99, and it's
Oh,
fairly
shit.
sturdy.
well,
Has a drawer.
Where was that? Crappy
Canadian
Tire?
Yeah.
Shit. Here I am thinking about building a bench one. That's if I get. Okay. Guess I get to start watching the flyer for another thing.
Yeah, just be very careful when you're putting it because these will try to cut your fingers off.
That's
The
fine.
bruise is long gone.
I have little baby bitch hands, so I'll be wearing gloves anyways.
Oh, well, there you go. Then you'll be all right.
Really
Yep.
cheap. I was gonna go and just like grab random shit from IKEA and staple wood on top of it.
Yeah, but see, that's purpose built and it's got a warranty versus cobbling something
Yeah, but
together.
see, with this, I just went and bought the toolbox liner, and you put that down on, and then nothing will mar or scratch on that, right?
Is there
I
a,
still would want to put some wood under it or something.
you got a good place to like mount your press to it? Like reloading
could.
press?
I could just go right here
Oh.
and do that. But
You
that
bolt
line
it into the
that,
wall or something like that. Like what's holding it down?
This,
Yeah.
it's just onto the ground. I could. It's super heavy. Like,
Yeah, it looks good.
I've tried it with just my shotgun press, my Lee load all there, just clamped down to it, and it was fine. So,
Sweet.
and then that pawn set freaking shotgun press that I got there, that just supports itself. You don't even need to bolt that thing down. So,
It's got the mass.
yeah, well, it pumps them out. So,
Nice.
but that's it. That's all that's new with me.
Right on. Thanks, bud.
Yep.
Hey, Drill. Look how crisp your image is.
Fucking not playing around here. This is an
Japanese
amateur hour.
kabuki theater here in the background.
That's the mystery background. I like want to go onto YouTube and I do the end card. I could put like a little video in each one of these squares.
Oh,
I haven't done that.
fancy.
That would be fancy, but no, I'm way too lazy for that.
Yep. Fuck that noise.
Let's see. Did a charity 3-gun match for Chaz. We raised 10 grand for the Stollery Hospital Foundation for kids and whatnot,
Nice.
and $1,000 for some food bank. And that was good. I got second. I got
Yay.
I
Second
saw
place
the
is first loser.
yeah. There's this one guy, Adam from Saskatchewan, and he's just a beast. And I lost to him last year in TAC Ops, and this year I went limited because there's more competition locally with my local club in limited, and so did he. And I saw when I was looking at the practice score to see who was in my division, I saw he was in my division. I'm like, oh, I'm getting second. And I told my wife, I'm like, I'm getting second at this match. I'm not getting first, unless this guy DQs or something like that, or his gun goes down. Even then, and yeah, I got second.
Have you tried kneecapping him?
So are we talking about just whole other fucking ballpark in terms of like things, or does he just have that much practice or something?
No, he a lot of practice. Spends
Like
a lot of time
think
shooting.
about it. Like if for some reason you got laid off, or your whole family just vanished from the face of the earth, and you had a lot more free time, do you think you could catch up?
I would need 2 years probably. Yeah,
Okay.
I would need
Get
to
going.
catch
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I got kids and family and whatnot.
Yeet the
Maybe when
family.
my kids are
Well,
out,
if you kneecap him right now, you'll get ahead of him in 6 months.
yeah, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, so he beat me at that, which is fine. I had a pretty good shoot. I wrecked my knees really bad. I need to
Knee pads, bro. Knee pads.
no, I just need to do some more working out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Old man.
Yeah,
Old man.
old man.
Creaky joints.
Let's see what else.
Stretching.
And then I went to a charity match in Drumheller, put on by the CCFR, and a bunch of podcasters and whatnot. That was kind of neat. We raised, I don't know how much we raised. They didn't announce yet. I think it's going to be like 10 grand or something like that for the Big Country Anti-Violence Association. Yeah. Then let's see what else I do. Shot a bunch of gophers in the face. I'm going to do that again this weekend.
Fuck.
Like 100. I'll go shoot like 100 of them in the face.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
the best place to shoot them.
Yes. Yeah.
But I do like shooting them in the guts because then they pop out of the hole and they like do like the action cowboy death. We're like,
You can hear them too. Like when
Yeah,
you
oh,
shoot
yeah.
them in the guts from like really far away, they make kind of a soft plop sound when the
Yeah.
bullet hits them. So you know you got them because it's very different than them hitting in the dirt, right? It's like everyone around can hear it, and you're like, "Yep, you got that one."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
Not the fact that he's flopping around by the hole trying to crawl back in.
Oh, we
It's
got
run
a new
out.
term called snaking them. When you snake them, they turn into a snake and they army crawl around because.
Oh my god,
You guys are missing out if you don't get to do that often. It's
dude!
fun.
I fucking wish I was literally tied up with something that I'll mention in a bit, and then Idril sent me pictures of that. And I was like, oh fuck, I forgot I wanted to do that.
Yeah, Gophers is the best. That's what I'm gonna do this weekend as well. I got a Ruger PCC that I'm reviewing. Crazy kind of gave us the 411 on that. I'm trying to think of what else I'm going to review. ISSC has this crazy pull toggle bolt 22. I'm going to shoot some Gophers with.
What, like a Luger?
No, like those biathlon rifles almost. The biathlon.
Oh, with
rifles
like
are
the
toggle
sideways
side.
action.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you gonna review an Anschutz?
And shoots. No, I'm gonna review the cheap ISSC version because that's where my budget's at.
You could review a
He's
quarter.
gonna review a non-shoots.
He's gonna review a picture of it.
Nah, I like to shoot and take things apart and look at them. By the way, one thing that Crazy didn't mention there, that Ruger PCC is a pain in the ass to disassemble.
Why?
don't
It's a 1022.
Actually get the bolt out. You have to take it out of the stock. You have to take
Yeah.
the trigger group out the bottom, and then you have to take the bolt and all that stuff out the bottom of the receiver.
Yeah, that's a 1022.
And within the realm of rim fires, that's acceptable. Within like center fire rifles, that's a pain in the ass.
I
Okay,
don't
well,
think it's
they didn't-
particularly that much of a pain in the ass.
It's okay. How about this? It's $700 and it's not a Keltec.
That is what it's got going for it.
What is the problem with Keltec here?
I don't know. How many
They're
Keltecs have you gone
plastic
through again?
Garbage.
Some Keltecs are garbage. Some of them are. I've heard that the RDB is pretty good. Their new T23 bullpup
The
rifle.
ones that cost an amount of money where you'd hope it wouldn't be garbage aren't garbage, and the ones
Yeah.
that cost an amount of money that don't are garbage.
Well, the
Yeah.
problem is there are some that cost an amount of money that you hope wouldn't be garbage that are still garbage.
Like the SU-16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the Ruger PCC, it definitely the value winner. Like for right around $700, it wins hands down compared to all the other PCCs at that price point.
Are you gonna take that and go shoot some Gophers?
Nah, I like nice and easy. I sometimes shoot with 17 HMR, but I'm probably just gonna take a 22 LR out because
Yeah.
it's easy, it's nice and relaxed, and I shoot a fucking pile of them. Oh, that's the other thing I did. I am now instructor for Maple Seed.
Nice.
I did a bunch of
Cool. Do one in Calgary.
yeah, I got to get these ones going up here too. Everyone keeps saying that. You got to do one here, you got to do one there. A bunch of ranges are asking me too. But I got to get a kit rolling, and I also have to get the next level up, the shoot boss thing to be able to run my own shoots. But it's coming very soon.
Nice.
So I
I
basically
missed the one they were doing in Brandon there. I was
oh, it's so good. It's
Yeah.
such a good reinforcement of marksmanship fundamentals, and
which I
such
have none of.
a lot of people don't. You know, I trained at some where it's like these guys, these are all hunters. These are all people who've been killing animals all their lives, and they all the start of the day versus the end of the day after they've received the instruction, the difference is like night and day. They've like really drastically improved their.
And
their
it's
marksmanship.
always the suggestion is a semi-automatic 22 with a 10-shot mag
yeah, and scope on it. Yeah.
and the scope. Okay, you should have the scope.
Yeah.
With detachable mags, not a tube fed.
Correct. Yeah.
Damn.
See, this is what you should be using to.
You could use bolt action, but it's
just gonna be
best
fast.
with a semi-scoped 22.
Are you just
With detachable mags.
in there, Elixir, looking at Anschutz rifles?
Yeah,
See,
Adriel,
this
you
is
need
what
to
you
get
should be
that.
using for Gophers.
You should be using that for Gophers.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Then you could be shooting their balls off.
You know what I typically use for Gophers and what I used for the Maple Seed was that Norinco 522 bolt action. Yeah. But like I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend using a semi because That's really the thing to use. So anyways, yeah. So I went and trained and did a whole bunch of maple seeds, and like the weekend after, it's like I'm gonna go shoot some gophers. I need some trigger time now, and just doing all the training and then like doing it myself. I'm like, oh, I gotta remember to do this, gotta remember to do that, and I was murdering gophers like all day long from all sorts of different positions, standing, kneeling, prone, just killing them at every
Shooting the legs
distance.
You
bent
should have gone
over.
old school, late 19th century, lying back with the fucking boot propping up the
Oh, I
front of
like
it.
that one. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean maple seed's a bunch of sling stuff, right? So you're always like slung up with either the hasty or the loop sling. So yeah, it's anyways, very good for shooting gophers too. Makes you like an unstoppable gopher killing machine because you can take standing shots that you normally wouldn't. You'd be like, it's too unsteady. I need to take a knee or I need to throw a bipod out. Nah, you can do it standing.
No, you
need
just
to,
rain fire, multiple shots.
accuracy through volume.
Yeah.
That's an option too.
Take a 597, load all 30 into it, and just start popping it in the field.
Nah, just take my Nork bolt out and just murder him from a mile away.
Sweet.
You have to be less stealthy when you're further away. The closer you are, it's the more accuracy through volume.
I end up shooting a lot close up. I usually wear, like I said, if you're the best time to hunt gophers is like noon. It's bright as heck, and you put some polarized sunglasses on, and they pop. They're super easy to see.
Let's watch your language here. This is a family show.
No,
I
it
make
fucking
the gophers-
isn't.
I make the gophers pop as well.
Yeah.
Do you still have a
get
picture
lawn
of
chairs
that
out
fucking
and sit.
box that I shipped at Enfield in?
Do I have a picture of it?
Yeah, because that shit was hilarious.
It looked like you couldn't even tell what it is, except the barrel was poking out.
Like I said, I tried wrapping foam around it to prevent that from happening, but it didn't really work too well.
All you have to make sure is when you're shipping a long gun that it doesn't have play inside. Because if it's jammed in there, then it won't build up speed and poke out.
I've actually zip tied the rifle right to the wall, and that works too for keeping it from moving. But yeah, I got that 303. Oh, there's a picture. Just 1 second. Screen share. That a one. Go. No, get big. There we go.
Surprise.
It's such a mystery on what it was until that point.
Oh, so crazy! You finally decided to not do the honorable thing and sell it back to the old FUD that you
No,
got it
I
from?
asked him.
Oh,
and
okay.
I had my dad ask him. He said, "It's your gun. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it." And I said,
Okay.
"Okay, I don't really shoot this anymore. I don't really want this anymore." Adriel said, "I want it." So
Adriel, are you gonna do the honorable thing and then you're gonna create a full-on review of a Sportedized 303 and post it on your website?
Yeah.
Oh fuck
Yeah.
yeah! Oh fuck yeah!
That's what I do. Yeah.
That actually kind of gets me going. I want to see like you break it down and just say how shit it is.
Well, it's not. I mean, they're like $150, $200 rifle.
And killed more deer than any other rifle in Canada.
I shot a deer with a Sporterized 303. Yeah, you do it.
All right.
It's fine.
You want to do a review on a Savage 12F?
12F. That's that.
That your
heavy
bench
barrel
gun?
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please do.
heavy boy.
All right, I'll insure it for about $5,000. We'll be good to
Ooh,
go.
Too much. I don't want that liability.
No, he just wants it to go missing and then get the money. Get the
I could
money
go
out of
missing
it.
on the way back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other things I've done. I don't know. I'm gonna go shoot a match on August 10th here. Oh yeah, for the Chaz 3-gun match, we had that guy there. Do you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
No.
You haven't presented yet.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah.
Whoa!
We had Brian.
What is that?
It's
Looks like Oral Annie.
it's a dummy that we had. Where am I going here? Oh, that's someone's
Ooh,
rifle.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I
Yeah.
love it.
That's Sam's rifle because he's got a pistol to match too.
Oh
2011.
yes.
Yeah.
No,
Isn't that horrifying?
that doesn't get any better. It got progressively worse.
You should leave it in your kid's closet.
I left it in their room when they came home. Yeah.
Oh, that looks like something great to put on your fucking porch for Halloween.
Halloween,
Yeah.
why not now? Why
Yeah.
wait?
Or just go around the shopping center carrying that around and just make absolutely no effort to explain it.
You-
Just
you should
carry it
get one
I
of
around.
had
those,
it sitting
the-
in my passenger seat.
Yeah, use it for the
Fucking
HOV lanes.
Yep.
You should get one of those like child carriers that
They
you put
even
on
have
your back.
HOV lanes in Alberta.
We don't have that commie bullshit here. Come on, HOV lanes. Drive a pickup truck in any lane you want. How about that?
Yeah.
And sometimes
full.
several of them at the same time. Tow mirrors out as sideways as it'll go. Oh yeah.
They have that with pickup trucks and BMWs. They just drive it in whatever the fuck they feel like.
Yep.
Anyways,
You
that's
just
it for me.
ain't this 'cause you ain't this.
All right. Thank you, Adriel. About 4 weeks ago, my wife and I went to the hospital, and 13 hours later, this came out. So,
Gross.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good
Good thing it looks
Good
more
work
like the
there,
mom.
Grover. I know that you did all the work.
yeah, I did all the work. I just stood around and I told her when to push, even though I really didn't need to. And then Daniel came out. Say hi, Daniel.
It's not.
Can you hear him breathing?
No.
No. Okay. Good. Wait, that's not good.
Sleep apnea at such a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. The best thing is 2 a.m, the dead of night, and he gasps, screams, and falls back asleep, and then you're up.
Yeah, you're awake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He's not. He went right back to sleep.
Just put him in
Um,
a different room so you can ignore him effectively.
You know,
Yep.
want to know something interesting, Adriel? Now, physicians recommend that they sleep in your room for the first 2 months.
Why?
That reduces the risk of sudden infant death syndrome, apparently.
It's
know.
probably just easier to feed him too.
Yeah, we started doing sideways feeding last week, and my wife really liked
Did
it.
you do
because,
that? Are you doing the sideways feeding?
He gave me a
got those,
hickey.
The booby.
No,
the fake
he's
booby
legitimately giving me a hickey before, where he's looking around for a tit and like, oh,
That's
that
weird.
looks like a tit. Oh, nope, that's not a tit.
A little bit hairy for my
Yeah.
liking.
Oh, he doesn't care. He's just looking for tit. But yeah,
Family Guy with Stewie sucking up Peter's tit.
thanks for that image. Thank you. So yeah, that begun the quest. But before that, literally the week before he was born, I managed to swap the upper on Tinkerfuck from a 10.5-inch barrel to a 14.5-inch barrel, and from a 10-inch handguard from BCM to a 14-inch handguard from BCM. So I literally paid about an extra $100 after I sold the old upper to upgrade for an extra 4 inches on both the barrel and the handguard. Everything else is damn near the same.
I mean, based on the emails I keep getting, that sounds about right.
Yep.
$100 for an extra 4 inches.
Yep.
I paid
Zing.
way more for that.
Yeah. How does it perform? Well, according to all the internet folk, now this rifle should still be able to kill any man up to 100 yards, because I was reading up on it, and apparently the velocity loss from a 10.5-inch carbine AR is enough to make wounds that are a lot less lethal at 100 yards out of a 10-inch barrel 223. So not that this matters to me, because this is purely for competition, but now this rifle is good and capable of doing damage up to acceptable ranges
for the deer apocalypse.
for the deer apocalypse. Also, it just gives me a little bit more real estate, because with the old 10.5-inch barrel, basically my hand was at the muzzle. So if for some reason I would overreach, then the baffles of the brakes would potentially actually catch me, and that kind of hurt a couple of times. So I didn't want that to happen again. But yeah, I decided to get rid of all the M-lock slot covers that I had on there, and I'm debating getting rid of the iron sights, because I installed the upper on it with just the dot on it. And I was like, oh, holy fuck, this rifle is light. And I kind of like how light it was. I really only had the handguard covers on the old one, because they really kind of guided my hand from going too far ahead. and it gave me a little bit more girth to grab onto. And you know what they say about girth, it matters more than length. So now that it's got a little more room, I was kind of hoping to maybe someday take this and use it in a 3-gun competition, but then Daniel showed up, so that's not going to happen for a while.
You've got 3-gun in Calgary at 2 of the ranges out there.
Yes, but the other issue is that I don't have a shotgun. I don't. I do not want to
like
use
an
my
unfired Versamax.
yeah, maybe
Okay.
we can talk later, but the pump action that I have, the Abominate 70, it's a 14-inch 6-shot cylinder bore pump action.
Can't do it.
Perfect.
No.
Cylinder bore can't do it.
No, cylinder bore, nothing.
Just weld a washer to the end.
I mean, the thing is, it's an 870. Just get a barrel.
I could, but then
it's a 14-inch barrel, but you can put
that would cost me on diapers, because that's my life now. Yeah. So that
Pull off diapers, bro. Just
I will wear the solid diapers. That's why I've been
Just potty train him already. Jeez.
yeah.
He's a little over 4 weeks old. That's a little bit of waste.
Go do it Asian style there, where they just cut the back out of the onesie and just poop on the floor and clean up the poop.
I mean, that's possible.
Just hold him over the garbage can so you don't have to do that.
He's small enough to be held over the garbage can. Yes. So yeah. That's the AR. Then I did this.
Oh, that's cool.
This was cool because this was one of those Princess Auto Power Fist 14-inch cases. This was $30, and then I did this, and I am very happy with that because
if anybody's wondering.
Yep.
As new.
Yep. It comes with pluckable foam. I'm gonna Gorilla Glue the foam to the sides, and then I'm going to plasti dip the entire of the foam, because what the Gorilla foam does is it prevents the inserts from falling off, and then the plasti dip keeps the foam from fraying, and it should theoretically let me store the guns in it, because then it wouldn't hold moisture.
It'll close the cell. Open cell is bad for moisture.
Yeah. So I still store the guns in the old Mosin food crate that I have with a padlock on it. But if I can close the cell of the foam, then that will definitely become the house of those pistols.
You don't have an actual
Just impregnate the foam with oil, like motor oil. Just soak it.
No, don't soak it. Just dip it and leave it there for a couple of days.
No, just drenched.
Yeah.
Just drill a hole in it and fill it full of oil.
You won't ever need to oil your guns. They'll always be ready.
I prefer just to, dunk it in a barrel of Cosmoline.
Oh, well, that too. Then I would never have to worry about my guns ever again. Firing or being able to be used. Can you imagine trying to clean Cosmoline out of the fucking mechanism of a revolver? Crazy.
Yes, I can, because I've done it.
Yeah. How fun was that?
Go get a new pot from Walmart, boil some water, dunk it in, and you're good to go.
No, just use a MAP gas torch. Just heat it off until it just starts pouring off, and then it's fine.
Or you just go to the range and shoot 400 rounds of 22 through the thing in the span of an hour.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That must have taken a lot of time, because just the reloading alone would take forever.
Pop, load, shoot with Remington fucking gold bullet bucket of bullets.
Gross.
That was
Disgusting.
It was
despicable.
I shot that thing until it basically would not cock anymore.
Oh yeah. So by the way, these are fucking really deep. There's 2 layers of foam. So what I did on the under layer of foam there is under the barrel, I have 100-round box of reloaded shells for the revolver, and then under the grip of the revolver, there's an identical cutout with an extra 2 mags for the CZ. These are 5 CZ mags stacked one on top of the other, and then there's 2 more there. So I have 7 mags in there.
Damn.
Yeah, these things are fucking deep, and you can just put as much shit as you want in. I could technically put 4 pistols in there. I could probably fit 6 if I did the cutouts right. And they were all small semi-autos. Because the biggest problem that was keeping me from buying a pistol case was the fact that the fucking 357's got an 8 3/4-inch barrel.
They deep.
Yeah, they deep.
I mean, I got a pretty deep pistol case too, with the 3 layers of foam. Rather than pick and pluck the foam, I can literally fit 8 pistols in this case by stacking them 1 layer foam and then the next layer.
Oh, this stinker might be
Yep.
waking up. Then what else did I do?
You could-
Oh yeah, I begun my search for the perfect rifle for Danny to shoot once he's old enough to actually do it, and I landed on a compromise. I found something that really, really fucking interested me, and something that he could potentially shoot in the future, which happened to be a nylon 66. Now, what is a nylon 66? In the 1950s, Remington came to DuPont, the plastic manufacturing company, and said, "We need a gun to be really, really, really neat and really, really, really light. So we want a plastic gun." And DuPont made them a polymer, and it's a it's nylon reinforced. No, something. What is it? Carbon fiber reinforced nylon. Yeah,
It's plastic.
it's plastic. And they came up with the nylon 66. These are the pictures from the ad. Actually, I don't have the Redfield scope, but they made these, and in actuality, the whole of the stock is plastic. Remington didn't trust that people would trust an entirely plastic gun, so this receiver is just really like a sleeve. It literally is just a metal sleeve over the receiver. It's got open sights, and it has the only metal in the gun really is the bolt and the barrel. So this rifle without the scope is 4 pounds. What that means is that once Danny's old enough, you can probably pick it up, but the length of pull is going to be all fucky for him, so I'll have to buy something else for him that has got a better length of pull, and then he can use this when he gets lanky enough to, because it's got a standard length of pull. Another neat thing about it is the bolt actually rides on the nylon receiver, so it has no need to be lubricated. But per the manual, it says do not lubricate it. Do not put any oil in this. It just doesn't need it, and that's
Yeah,
why.
but how old is that manual?
Well, it's probably 50 years old, and this rifle looked like it was
I didn't know
never
shit
been
about guns
cleaned.
in the 1950s.
Exactly.
That's true, actually. No, this rifle is 60 years old because this is a 1959 manufacturer rifle. So this is a first year of production nylon 66 made in Canada. So because it predates the legislation to have serial numbers, so it doesn't have a serial number.
Rap, pew, pew, I guess.
Yep.
So-
And another interesting thing is in the first couple of years of production, Remington marketed these in a couple of different variants. They had your standard Mohawk Brown, which was the brown polymer stock that a lot of people saw because they made 750,000 of those rifles. They also had an Apache Black, which was the black stock, and they made about 250,000 of those. And then for some weird reason, they decided that they also wanted a green variant. So it's really tough to tell, but the rifle is actually got a green stock. But that one really didn't sell at all. It was called the Seneca Green, and they only ended up making about 46,000 of these. So this is a rather collectible 22 because
Does that
this
have a
is really
Tang
rare.
safety on it?
I'll
It
give
has
you
a tank safety on it.
$52 for it.
Yep, it has a Tang safety on it. And it's I really, really, really like it because it actually shoots pretty good with open sights there at 50 yards. It really likes the Ely Sport and the and out of all other things, the Federal Auto Match, the 325 boxes.
Oh, dude, I just saw a sweet price for that at Canadian Tire. Someone on the Reddit was buying them for 4 cents a round.
I know. I tried looking it up, but the
Not at my
guy
local store.
the guy
Ooh,
only the guy maybe it was just a single store. I swear to God, because it was like yeah, I bought him at Cold Lake, Alberta, and I checked, and nowhere else had that deal. Or maybe
I would
they
have bought
just
them out. They have piles and piles of boxes of that stuff in Brandon. I would have bought every
exactly.
box.
I would have bought a lot of that stuff if I could get my hands on it because this rifle really likes it. I because it's got iron sights, as you can see, most of the groups are good, and then they have a flyer in there. The bottom center group is 10 shots, kind of quickly, and yeah, the rifle shoots pretty well. I want to put a scope on it because I don't have a scope on it, so I'm gonna take the scope that I have on my CZ 452, put it on this. Then take the scope that is on my WK and put it on the CZ 452, and then I'll have to find another scope for the for the WK. And yeah, I want to really shoot this a little bit more because it's really freaking sweet.
So you did mention it's made in Canada, and if I'm not mistaken, that means it was made at Long Branch.
Yep.
In Mississauga/Toronto, because after the war, they were kind of like, what the fuck do we do now? And one of the things they tried to do was spin it off into a crown corporation and then privatize it, I think. And they were just seeking contracts to do whatever the fuck. And one of the contracts they got was from Remington to build the Nylon 66.
Yeah, and this thing is really cool. It's really tough to get the green tint to show up on camera, so I'm not even gonna try very well. It's in really good shape. That's the thing. This rifle is in really good shape. The receiver is a little bit frosted, but the stock has just got a couple of dings and scratches, and other than that, that's good. And if I really wanted to be really dick to Danny here, I could import that rifle into the States, because apparently people are buying these things for like $1,500 in the States because it's the rare green variant.
Sold.
So
buy him
yeah.
something nicer.
Yeah, I could really do that. Or I could just hold on to it and let him shoot it, because it shoots well. It's got iron sights. And it's really fucking weird. It's got a tube magazine on the ass. Like the Browning trombone, is it called? Yeah. Holds 14 rounds plus one in the chamber. And you can single feed it. You just kind of have to finagle, because it doesn't have a bolt hold open. So you have to hold the bolt back, drop the shell in, and close it. Then load the magazine tube, and you got 15 shots.
Will it cycle shorts?
It won't.
Can you manually cycle it if you load shorts? Or will it just not feed shorts at all?
I haven't tried it. I tried feeding it quiet, CCI quiets, and it ejected but didn't load half the time, and the other half the time it's stovepiped. So. He hasn't cried yet. Would you want to take him? Oh. Okay, go.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
I don't know. Guns and shit.
Strippers,
Oh yeah, guns and
Appropriate
babies.
caliber
Guns and
for
babies
babies?
don't mix. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah, Guns and Babies 101. Guns and babies don't mix. Don't let guns and babies into the same room, he said, while holding a rifle and a baby.
And remember,
yeah, but
children
you're
are too small.
unsupervised.
Yeah.
Children are too small to handle firearms. It's too large for their small frame. They're much better suited to crude weapons, like
right.
GPMGs and mortars.
That's right. Yeah.
Teamwork.
Danny, you need a brother. Michelle.
Tell you, if you're thinking about it, best to bang it off now before they get too big, and then you get lazy and don't want to go through the shit again. Might as well just add a extension onto the shit.
We were thinking about that because my wife's got the 1 year maternity. If we got one out right away, then she could still have like 2 months of maternity from the first one. But that's not a good idea.
It is a good idea if you're considering doing a second one. Best to just get her out of the way.
I don't think she would be really stoked about that.
Yeah.
Other than that, what has happened in the last month? According to the subreddit, just a lot of shit posting, I guess. I don't want to say that the sub has gone to shit, but there's a lot of shit posts as of late.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
A lot of shit posts.
A lot of shit posts.
That's what it's all about.
Let's see. What are the top posts of the last month? A meme. A girl shot guns with his dad. That was nice.
She didn't say what firearms competition they were competing in.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to get stalked by the fucking neckbeards on Canada.
The thirsty neckbeards.
Then a meme. Then me linking Forgotten Weapons video on the Canadian C1A1, which made me really hate the fact that we can't have an FAL.
My dad's super pissed. That's what he carried in the army.
Just go work for that movie armament company and you can play with theirs.
Yeah. Then another meme. Then somebody's gun. Finally, somebody just straight up posting a gun. Oh, actually, technically we had that Sky Customs with that super sweet Canada Day Glock. I really like that. I really do. That's pretty cool. What else? We had yeah. I want to buy some of these mags because Iron Guns has LAR 15 mags Penta 10. So I want the straight waffle mag.
Wolverine has 458 SOCOM mags.
Do they? Oh,
Mhm.
interesting.
How they answered the question about those. It holds 5 rounds of 458 SOCOM. I think I've been asked this question 13 times.
Yeah. Very
That's
good.
a lot of times to have asked
Very
the same
good.
question.
And it's very precise too.
Very
13.
precise. Yeah, 13
13.
times. Meme. Somebody purchased the CZ. Congratulations. What is this? Oh, hundreds of guns go missing from the Mounties military and other departments.
Yeah.
we knew that.
That wasn't a news item so much as Brian Lilly just talking about trying to how the RCMP loses guns. Yes, they lose guns. Yeah.
This is somebody's collection. Nice to see the what is that, a number? Mark III? Yeah, Mark III. And is that a Grand? Yep, that's a Grand. Some piece of shit pump action, probably an 870. 303 3030, and then knockoff STG 44.
I've heard those things are fun, but
I heard the trigger is garbage, so that's what kept me away from them.
Historically accurate then.
No, I don't think so.
2 MP5 or MP40s until I heard that thing gets 6 inches at 25 yards, and I'm like,
oh, I think that
Then
might.
you're
I
wishing
think
you
that
were
might
getting
be what I
6 inches at
heard. Yeah,
25
that they
yards?
just don't shoot. Oh,
Who
this was
cares?
pretty good. Manitoba
love
First
that
Nations
thing.
Police says this homemade firearm on Saturday. Holy smackaroni!
I mean,
the
that's
guy's
just a cry,
running
that's a
porta
cry for
tank with
attention.
him. He's just carrying a porta tank to just pop that, but he didn't steal the fittings to hook it up to an airline or what?
Did you guys not see No Country for Old Men?
What else? Mr. Jones TO, he fucking got to play with a lot of cool shit, man. I don't know what he was doing, but he got a lot of cool things done.
Didn't he go down to America Town?
Yeah, he did, and he got to play with a lot of cool shit. And then just more memes. Basically, that's it. Just memes.
this guy's ready for the big igloo.
Yeah, the big igloo. That's how we say that now, I guess.
Oh, Dennis Young got an ATIP back on how many people got access to the FRT, and it was like,
oh yeah, that was
10,000
yesterday.
people.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Now, the only thing I'm wondering with that is that 10,000 individuals or 10,000 organizations?
I think that just
That's
must
gotta
be
be-
10,000 user accounts.
Yeah.
Because what ended up happening when I worked at Sale is the store got access to the FRT system through their business firearms license, but then I had to use my GC Key account to log in through my GC Key account with the store's business firearms license to access the FRT system. So that's why I'm wondering, is that 10,000 like organizations that have access, or does that include all the employees of the organizations that have access?
Yes.
And I feel like it would just probably be organizations and not employees, because theoretically all the police have access to the FRT. Every gun shop, gun importer, probably every provincial government has access to the FRT system, whether they know it or not. So I'd imagine it's more than 10,000 individuals.
Oh, something did happen. They snuck the fucking UN markings legislation in, didn't they?
It's going to be before the election, night before the election.
Sweet.
Yep.
What, that is supposedly going to come into force?
Correct.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, they just threw it into like a reading or something, or yeah, nothing very specific. What, are you waking up? You poopy? Yeah, he's poopy.
How was that for you, the first one?
Oh, he just pissed on my mother when they were giving him a bath like an hour ago.
Yeah, they do that.
They do that.
Yeah.
He hasn't peed on me yet. He's pissed while I'm changing him. Oh yeah.
I don't think any of my kids got me. I'm pretty sure I
like
killed
he hasn't gotten me. He's peed while I've done it. I just dodged that shit.
Dad reflexes are strong.
Yeah.
That's true.
If you get
None
peed
of
on
my
by a
kids
baby, I think it's like
Pissed on me
sauce.
either. So
Oh, I had a fun shower thought. Is I didn't think I'd ever be cleaning another man's balls of shit, but here I am.
Yeah. Well, he's not a man yet, so you're all right.
I guess so. I guess I never thought I'd be cleaning shit off a pair of balls before, but that wasn't my own. But here I am.
Now you're doing it.
Now I'm doing it, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Mm.
So, yeah. He said with bags under his eyes from lack of sleep.
Hey, it won't be like that for long, buddy. You'll get over it.
I know.
Or
I know.
you'll wish you were dead. One of the two. Maybe both.
Yep. Do we have anything else specific to talk about? Anything upcoming, Adriel?
Upcoming. Well, Iron Guns has a mystery non-restricted AR they're going to bring in AR-10. That might be the radical firearms, or it might be some NEA 102 thing that they've got someone else making. They said it's exclusive. What's that?
Troy has the Troy 102.
Yeah, Troy is fucking over BCL.
No. NEA and BCL separated. NEA's got the license to the 102. They retained it. They let BCL make it, and they sold the license to Troy to make it as well.
Yep.
So they're
probably going to do it much better.
Yep.
Yes.
By the looks of it, it looks to be like a standard, what is it? AR-10 pattern?
Well, no, it's a 102.
It's a 102, but the rest of the measurements that matter are AR-10 pattern, so you don't have to fucking go guessing.
Oh, maybe that'd be sweet.
Oh, the thing with AR-10 pattern is wasn't the NEA designed on the DPMS AR-10?
But they fucked around so many things.
That's what they say. It wasn't.
It wasn't, because they didn't say anything about the specs on it. The barrel nuts, an AR-10 thread, but it uses a DPMS high shelf forend. The BCG, good fucking luck finding the specs on it. It may or may not fit any other BCG you put into it, or it might just lock up and not work anymore. So yeah, there's no good specs on it. The Troy will be made to spec, I believe. But yeah,
if Troy can make the stag and not fuck it up, then they can sure as shit make the
Troy can make the stag. What?
No. Never mind.
No.
Got it mixed up.
But so Troy's going to bring those in, and then Iron Guns said they're bringing in some other mystery one. So I think that's going to be radical. $1,500.
Canadian or US?
US.
Good question. Yeah, it must be US.
It was US.
Was it? Oh, that makes it less
Look at his eyes.
interesting.
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
So
put him in a Homestar Runner shirt.
I owe everyone with a mag loader and Glock mags an apology, because I've always laughed at mag loaders. And the first day I was out loading Glock mags, I bought a mag loader on the way home, because these things are fucking Satan. I don't know what the hell these things are designed of, but they hurt the fuck out of my thumbs in a way that no other magazine except my 22 mags for my SIG has ever managed to do.
Time
So
hard.
stiff, eh?
Must be the spring or something.
I don't fucking know, but
It depends.
my thumbs hurt to hell, and I went and bought an up Lula right then on the way out the door at Silverdale. That's where Lance Shooting Supplies is. Just stopped there on the way home, bought the up Lula, and said I owe anyone with a Glock mag an apology.
That's a PMag, right? That's a PMag you're holding?
I've
So
got-
the Glock 10 round mags are super easy to load. The ones that are designed as a 10 rounder.
I have two 10-round PMags and one factory 10-round Glock mag. And those are the ones I was primarily using. I wasn't even using this because it's shorter. It's a G19 mag, and the other ones I have are G17. So I was using those primarily, longer, whatever. That was fucking destroying my goddamn thumbs.
Weird.
And then I had someone tell me that my mags are easier to load than their Glock mags that they have. And I'm like, oh, fuck. What the fuck is wrong with your mags then? Jesus.
No, mine are easy enough. That Iron Gun rifle is $1,200 US. So it's going to be around 1,500 Canadian.
Ooh.
Shit.
18.6 inch custom fluted barrel, weight 8 to 8.5 pounds.
But they don't have the receivers or anything yet, right?
Let's see. The rifles will be ready to ship from the manufacturer to Iron Guns in 3 weeks. This was July 16th. So that puts us next week.
Next week.
Which, I mean, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Being realistic, 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
But that's really cool. Yeah. They haven't announced what it's going to be. But the
Lifetime
guys who put on the TACOM show, who are they again?
Canada?
No. They put out the magazine for the CCFR as well. Coat of Arms TV. They were in, and this is like purely my conspiracy tinfoil hat theory here. But I saw them doing a YouTube video, and they were talking to Radical Firearms, who does like ARs in the States, and they were talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna have this non-restricted 308 thing for Canada. And then nothing. And then CanadaGuns is like, hey, we've got this 308 we're bringing to Canada. It's going to be non-restricted. I think it's the Radical.
Could be.
Could be.
Makes sense.
Conspiracy
I like
theory.
the fact that it says lifetime
Hopefully
warranty.
it's good.
They have confirmed it is not the Troy 102.
Mm-hmm. Well, it wouldn't be exclusive, right? They said CanadaGuns and this U.S. manufacturer have built this exclusive rifle for the Canadian market.
Does that mean it's exclusively for the Canadian market or exclusively for them?
Who knows? They might be playing silly buggers with the wording around it, but I can't see why, because there's already a couple of different, like the chicken has flown the coop on AR-10 rifles. We've got the Stag, we've got the BCL, we've got the Troy coming in. So
CanadaGuns says that they're hoping for logistics by Friday. Have all the logistics worked out by this Friday.
That's about 3 weeks.
how are they getting it in so fast, though?
They must have done the back work already. Same thing that they did. Who's did that? Like the WK. Like they had everything ready to fucking go ish.
The WK they made in country, and they said FRT, we don't need it. It's non-restricted. There, done. And they got the FRT later.
One person is speculating that it's a Matrix Aerospace M762D.
Never heard of Matrix.
Never
before.
heard of that.
Neither have I, but he says that there's an FRT 308 AR-10 and non-restricted.
Matrix M762-D.
D.
Screen share that shit.
Okay, yeah, that's a possibility, I guess.
Screen share.
It's got
That looks
gotta
like an
close its
expensive
phone
rifle,
windows.
though.
Screen share.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Lock it to me. And I'll go like that, and come on, go. And then this. There's the Matrix Aerospace M762. This is expensive, though.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
But it could be stripped down, right?
Yeah,
no.
okay, yeah. This has got a palm shelf ergo grip. It's got the PRS stock on there, and it's got some coloring on the stuff. So
got the dick mod.
maybe. I don't really like. You'd expect to find
Oh, that's also
the
a rock.
manufacturer here and not all the other stuff. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's the Matrix.
Yeah. Your thing for the Radical makes a lot more sense.
Aerospace.
They'd be more likely to have it in that price range of like $1,200 US.
Well, and they've brought in the RIA before as well. How do I stop screen sharing?
I already stopped. You screen shared yourself. I already stopped it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so CanadaGuns has brought in stuff from them as well, right? So, maybe.
I have to wait and see. At least we won't have to wait long.
And then also Troy has they have the 556 version on the same announcement that's saying that if you pre-order the 762 version, you get first dibs.
I don't think that got NR. I don't think they got NR with the 556 version.
Why wouldn't they? If it's the same thing, they just bring the bolt down or something.
I don't know.
Because horse cops.
Because horse cops, yeah, probably. Because like at this point, somebody just has to pull a fast one and make some bullshit clone of the Mac Defense or the Modern Sporter and just make it for $500 for the upper and lower set and call it a day. Oh, what? You hungry? You might be hungry.
Getting there.
Yep.
Oh, you're not talking to me? Oh, sorry.
Adriel needs a 10-pack of nuggies right now.
10. They come in 20.
nuggers.
Get out of here.
I need my chicken nuggers. I got my GBP for it. All right. I guess do we have anything else that we need to do?
Not that I can think of. This guy's about to start crying about two shit. So if you want to do the sign off,
show?
that'd be great.
Thanks for watching the show, and keep your stick on the ice.
It was thickness. And say goodbye, everybody.
Keep your dick in a vice.
Keep your dick on the ice.
Oh, I don't.
If the women
I'm not
don't
that
find
guy.
you handsome, they ain't
Goodbye,
gonna find you on
everyone.
CGN.
The women don't find you handsome. At least they should find you handy.
See you in about a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so. Bye.